Hi there, welcome to Conversations with Nancy and Cheryl. I'm Nancy.
And I'm Cheryl. And today in our series of Toolbox tips, we're going to be talking about re-examining life through a different lens. And I had an experience recently where someone very close to me, and that I've known for a long time, has chosen to see me through the same lens that they saw me through many years ago, 30, 40 years ago. And I'm not that person. And that experience was very small and occurred a very long time ago, and they're stuck in that frame.
Interesting. I think families have a tendency to do that, don't you?
Yeah. If birth order, if you were a chubby little kid, they still see you. I mean, you could be tall and thin now, and they still see you as a chubby little kid,
right?
Or whatever that.
If you were a messy kid,
yes,
and now you are not, but they still visualize you as being a cluttery, messy person,
Yeah.
Not that those are such important things, but there are things that are important judgments that people make that are no longer valid too.
Yeah, and so I think that a couple of things. One is one of the things that we can do if either A, we're kind of the object of the person looking through that lens. It can be very hurtful. It's very, I think, stifling for us, and they don't really see us for who we actually are.
Right.
The other component is, are we looking through a dirty lens or viewing life through a perspective that no longer rings true, and we're looking at it through a very historical perspective? So I think that, kind of the tip might be is that re-examine things, clean the lens, or maybe get, we don't wear the same glasses prescription that we wore years ago, so perhaps, you need a new prescription.
Yeah, and I wonder how often we really do take the time to think and re-examine what our assumptions about things are and about people. I mean, even in relationships, people change. The person that you met and fell in love with may be a very different person from the person you're married to now or in relationship. Your children continue to change, and you cannot view people the same way that you always did without occasionally checking in and saying, is this really valid? Is this really the same person?
Yeah, is this really true?
Right.
And to ask yourself, and to be willing to change up that assumption,
right,
so that it either expands and enhances the relationship, or perhaps it forces you to really make some tough decisions.
Yeah, because sometimes, I see this with patients. I've had a number of patients this past week come in at a critical point in their marriage, and I think every 7 years there's a major change because we do go through stages. And when you hit one of those critical points, it's a perfect time to re-examine. Is this still what I want? Is this still the same person that I am committed to? Has this person changed in a way I can no longer be happy or be myself, Or have I changed? In my marriage managed to get through 4 of those critical points, but at the 28th year, I re-examined, and he was still exactly the same person that I married. I, however, was not. I had changed dramatically during those 4 stages, and what we started with no longer worked.
Did he see you through the same lens that he saw you through 20 years before?
Yes, and he was just dissatisfied because I'd changed. And he still wanted me to be, 20. And oh well, I wasn't. That didn't work.
Right.
So, and sometimes we don't really want to go through the examination, but that is our toolbox tip for today: is re-examine what your assumptions are.
Yes. So until next time, I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Nancy.
Bye-bye.
Bye.